You're now tuned in to Inside the Beat. Your boy DJ Thruvo. Today's guest is Tishany. Look at all that long, free-flowing, pretty hair.
Oh my God.
How you doing today, Tishany?
I am good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. You know, so for the listeners and the viewers that don't know where you're from, where are you from? Where are we?
I am from Houston, Texas, born and raised.
Born and raised, I see. So do you feel like the South is really on right now and that influences you to make music?
Dang. I'm not gonna say the South is completely on, but we're well known. It's so many talented people in the South, and sometimes we can be slightly slept on. Just a smidge, in my opinion.
Okay. So why you? Why do you feel like this is the right time for you to be a singer right now?
That's weird because I'm not gonna say right time to be a singer right now. It's always a time for me to be a singer because I sing and I write, and basically it's for me about spreading my message in a nutshell. Basically, whatever that may be at the time, however I'm feeling, it's always a message.
What are some of the messages that are the most memorable for you in your music?
Oh my God, love, honesty, self-love at its finest. You know, mistakes in a nutshell, and can I say growing pains? Yeah, growing pains, and sometimes too, based on my mood, I'm moody, so whatever I'm feeling at the time is what I'm getting across.
Do you feel like certain emotions that you may be going through kind of put together a different song, and then other emotions that you're going through put together a crazier song? Like, what do you feel like are the most memorable emotions that have made the greatest songs for you?
Oh God, why would you ask me that?
Because we're on Inside the Beat and we want to get you talking about a person.
I know, oh my God. So the most emotional times, honestly, I released a mixtape like a year ago, and it was really talking about my growing pains. I was in a long relationship. We broke up. I wrote about all of that shit. Like, that was like such a mountain to climb. And it was good because other people related to it as well. And when I say people, mostly women. But they related to it as well. That was like, you know, that was a tough cookie. But I wrote through it.
And what's the track list look like? You know, what are some of the names of those songs? 6
songs. So let's see. It's Under the Figment. It's Power. Woman. Southern Comfort. Lies You See. And it's one more, which is weird. I can't remember the last one I have. But my favorite would have to be Woman. And then my other favorite would have to be Figment.
So, Tishany,
Yes.
when you're talking production, what are you looking for when it comes to putting together your music?
I am looking for a mixture between jazz, soul, and hip hop. And let me say this, I'm not trying to put myself in a box, but if you give me something like that in the realm, I'll be able to sing over that all day, write to it all day. And if I feel it in my heart and in my gut, I can rap over that too.
Rap?
It depends. Wow. I will spit from time to time. My dad was a rapper, so I grew up around rap. I had no choice. And when I started taking like seriously, I was like 16. I wrote my first song. And then I graduated high school, and then I started going to college, and I took music in college. And then I began to record during that time as well. So about 18, I began to like record and actually enjoy it and actually understand the process and the creativity of it.
So take us through every independent artist, that I've talked to, that you just see talking on big TV shows or smaller TV shows or radio segments. They talk about the struggle. There's a struggle that everybody has to kind of embrace in order to be successful, in order to figure it out, how to get people to hear your music and draw genuine fans and actually get to the point where you're recording quality music and not recording in your home or in the bathroom or in somebody's car or some shady situation. What has that struggle been like for you?
It still is a struggle. Most of even the music I'm working on right now, it's actually in my producer. She's a barber. So we record the music in her barber shop, basically. So I'm still doing that in a nutshell. It's hard, man. Especially when you want to make good music, and then when you go to a studio, they just want to charge you for time. They don't care how it sounds.
Yeah, I mean, because you have to pick the right studio. Sometimes you're going to get, just an engineer. Sometimes you're going to get a producer, and sometimes you're going to get somebody that actually cares about what comes out of their studio.
Exactly.
And they tell you, oh, I need you to do it here, because they're assuming that they're going to not only record it, but they're going to mix it. They're going to master it. Right. They're going to make sure that all the levels and everything and stuff are right, because they want it to sound quality and they want to be able to share it amongst their network.
Right.
So I think that's where you got to evaluate yourself.
Right.
But what do you think is the biggest factor that gets in the way of you trying to build this career now?
You want the truth?
Yeah, we want the truth. This is Inside the Beat.
Most times my fucking self.
Ownership. We love it. Ownership. Sometimes, but that's good that you can embrace what's holding you back. A lot of people don't realize that they're holding their own selves back.
Right. And it's not me telling myself, oh, I can't do it. Because that's not the case. I know I can do it. And I push myself every day to do so. It's just, me having to remind myself, like, hey, listen, it's okay to be a little awkward sometimes, as long as your point gets across. So I have those days where I'm just like, look, all right, I just want to sing, I don't want to talk, I don't want to do any of that extra shit. And sometimes it can read too, because I'm very emotional, I'm moody, I'm very, very moody. And it can be read vividly, like when I come in the room, you can pick up on it. It's hard to mask it, if that makes sense.
No, everybody's got those emotions that they just can't hide.
Right. God, as hard as you try to hide it, nah, it still shows.
Yeah.
So mostly my fucking self. Me pushing myself out the way, basically.
So, I'm an avid believer that one should talk to themselves with regularity. Do you feel like you have to talk to yourself to talk yourself into being the best self for you?
Yes, I talk to myself all day, every day. When I wake up in the morning, I say a prayer to the Almighty, and then throughout the whole fucking day, I'm talking to myself. Throughout the whole day. And sometimes, even if I'm not talking to myself, like in my head, I'm writing it, like out in words for music, but it's still to myself. Yeah.
So the message that you bring across What do you think is what do you think is the most consistent message that you bring across in your music?
Man.
Be more specific.
Ooh. Because sometimes I feel like it's more than one message.
Okay, your top 5 messages.
My top 5 messages. Holy fuck, boy, you got the questions today.
Yeah, we on Inside the Beat. We want to be able to show that person behind the music and have our viewers be able to connect with that person, and then more people will want to listen to your music.
So you're asking me basically the top 5 things, kind of like what I say to myself?
Top 5 motivators for your, yourself. The top 5, things that you feel you have to talk with yourself about, consistently.
It's okay to be yourself. Fuck everybody else. If you don't feel like it, don't fucking do it. 4, this is gonna be really awkward what I'm about to say. If you want it, just fucking eat it. Who cares? Who cares? If you want the food, eat it. That's me. I have a battle with myself every day. Like, you should not be eating that. But I eat it anyway. And top 5, just love people who love you. Oh, baby, tell me what's up. Oh, what's up? What's up? Cause it's been some days since I last seen you. I'm so glad you came. How nice to meet you. Oh, baby, yeah. Nothing again. Oh, baby, yeah. Now tell me how they gonna act like we ain't on the same page in life. And how you gonna act like we don't want the same things. Same things out of life and love. Tell me what did we become? Tell me what did we become? 'Cause I really give it up. Same page in life.
put together your style?
My mood. It depends on my mood for the day. When I wake up, I'm one way, but by 4 o'clock, I'm something totally different. So today, when I finally decided, because it was my off day, so when I got up and showered and got together, I was like, what kind of mood am I in? I checked the weather. I like jeans with holes in it. I really do. And then I like tanks. So I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna wear a tank and with some jeans and call it a day. It depends on my mood. And I change my hairs too. You know, this is not my hair. I change my hair. I change my hair all the time. Color, length, styles. I change my hair all the time.
Do you think, is that more of you as a woman or is that more of you as an artist? Because women do it and then artists do it as well too.
Right, women do it and then artists do it. But honestly, I feel like I'm always in artist mode. Okay. It's just my expression, how I express myself for the day. In a nutshell.
So if you're performing, you got a big performance, it's at the biggest arena that you ever wanted to perform at, and you're opening up for Jay-Z.
Oh my God.
What is your hair look like? What does your wardrobe look like? And you have, I'm giving you my black card to go shopping.
Truthfully, it's gonna be a red afro with a form-fitting dress and platform shoes.
And why that?
It just looks so good on stage. I've worn like those type of styles plenty of times when I do gigs. And it looks great on camera, and I realize that it looks good on camera. Or sometimes too, I'll wear wide leg pants with a nice off-the-shoulder top, or a onesie, like a jumper, like you just step into and slide on. Yeah, it's good on stage.
Do you feel like women have to play into a certain image in order to be successful in their music, or do you feel like a lot of times that talent is overlooked more so for image and then talent is developed in this industry?
Nowadays, sadly, and honestly, I'm gonna say this, I'm not gonna conform to that shit. But nowadays, women feel like they have to. They have to, you know. Their butts gotta be big, their titties gotta be out, they gotta have hair down to their ass. You know, it's not, they feel like they can't be themselves, because that is not themselves. You know what I mean? Yes, I wear wigs, but I'm still myself. But a lot of those women, they have like a lot of, basically try to fit into the status quo of what Instagram wants to see and what Twitter wants to see, instead of being themselves.
Yeah, I mean, but don't you think that those social media platforms are a part of the career now, because that's, you know, what people are looking at?
Yes, and that's a gift and a curse. It's a gift and a curse. It's a gift and a curse. It's a gift because it creates a platform for you, but it's also a curse because you're looking at everybody else all day and you feel like you have to do that same shit when you don't got to. You can just be yourself. People gonna like it, love it, hate it. And that's about it.
At what point do you feel like the industry ever disrespected you?
Truthfully, I don't feel like the industry has ever disrespected me, because sorry, it may be bad if I say this, but to be truthful, I don't give a fuck about no industry. I don't give a fuck about no industry. Like, I don't give a fuck about no industry. I walk around in my own little world, in a circle. If I like it, I like it. I don't give a fuck who don't like it, who do like it, who got something to say, I don't care. I don't care. And I think everybody should be like that. But nowadays, it's not like that. Everybody wants you to like them. Everybody wanna be loved. Everybody wanna be talked about. Everybody wanna be on the scene. And sometimes that shit is annoying. Because if you're not happy with yourself deep down inside, why does any of that shit fucking matter? In a nutshell.
Because you still have to live life.
Yeah, you still gotta live with yourself. Like, because here's the thing. People can be bowing at your feet. People can be bowing at your feet, kissing your ass. But when you go home and lay down at night, and you're not happy, none of that shit matters. If you roll over in the morning, and you sad, None of that shit matter. All that shit is null and void. It only satisfies you for the moment.
And what's been your most memorable moment as a musician, as an artist, and what did it inspire within you?
Truthfully, when I released my mixtape, I was just a girl who could not find a good producer. So I decided to sing over my favorite rap instrumentals. And I just, fuck it, I just put it on SoundCloud. I used my own money. I paid for my own studio time. And I did it that way. Basically. And that was my proudest moment, you know?
And what kind of response did you get, you know?
Hey, man, truthfully, man, it was all love. It was all love. And then when I put it on Reverb, I was like in the top 10 for like so long. It kind of dwindled down there. I got an email and it was like in the top 40. So now I'm number 21. But man, it was all love. And I enjoyed it because honestly, it was self-expression. I wasn't worried about impressing nobody. I wasn't worried about, you know, getting known. None of that. I just wanted to express myself lyrically.
And how long does that process take? Some people, they get in the studio and just like, doo, 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 doo.
Yeah. It honestly,
other people, it takes forever.
It depends. Sometimes it'll easily flow out. And then sometimes, like, I can start a verse or a hook. And then I gotta pause. And then come back the next day and finish it. But sometimes it'll just come out easily. Like, I'll write a full song, you know, while I'm in a session and lay it down there. It depends on if the music actually sits inside of me and I'm able to release it. Or sometimes you gotta let it marinate, you know? Ordinary people. Something different about us. Something different about our love. No, we are not the same as others in the world. Better yet, I believe we were born to take over the world. Right off the bat, I noticed your superior demeanor. Felt something real between us. Kings and queens we are. Kings and queens we are. Where's your crown? Baby, let me crown you. Where's my crown? Baby, you can crown me. Royalty, where loyalty and love go hand in hand. Where's your crown? Baby, let me crown you. Where's my crown? Baby, you can crown me. Royalty, where loyalty and love go hand in hand. And one day we will have, yes, we'll have a royal court of our own, with scepters, gates, fruits and gold plates, armies, wealth, money in different states, rivers, oceans, our love is overflowing. We'll have kingdoms of castle, just keeps on growing. We're living our lives in an opulent palace, royal life, drinking from the chalice, a drink to our love, our splendor and glory. Our love will be told some story. Right off the bat, I noticed your superior demeanor. Felt something real between us. Kings and queens we are. Kings and queens we are. Where's your crown? Baby, let me crown you. Where's my crown? Baby, you can crown me. Royalty, loyalty and love go hand in hand. Where's your crown? Baby, Loyalty can love go. Royalty. Loyalty can love go. Royalty. Well, loyalty and love go. Hand in hand. 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 Where's your cry? Baby, let me crown you. Where's my cry? Baby, you can crown me.
So, before we let you go, this is one of the questions that we've been wondering here at the Hawk's Nest. When you try to reach out to a singer and get them to work on a project with you, what goes through that singer's mind if you're offering them distribution, if you're offering them help with the marketing, if you're offering them production, and just all the different things to want to make them feel better? Does it go through your mind like, okay, this is a good opportunity? Or are you looking at what are you analyzing? Why is it that you think that some singers shy away from it?
Basically that. Half of them is like, good opportunity. The other half is like, the fuck you want?
Is it harder when you're asked to sing somebody else's material versus having the room for your own creativity?
Yes. Because when it's your own creativity, it's your own creativity. You can do what you want. And then sometimes too, you can do covers and you can sing somebody else's music, but you still have to feel it, or the point won't get across.
So in closing, what do you feel like an artist like yourself, you're looking for management, you're looking for production, you're looking for somebody to take on the business side of your career? What do you feel like you would want as an artist, that someone to offer you and you to take it seriously?
Damn. It sucks because I know this is business and it's supposed to be about business, but honestly, I would really love for somebody to understand and comprehend and respect it and be very trustworthy. That's all. I think that's so simple. Like, it sounds so simple, but when you think about it, it ain't.
No, it's not.
It ain't that simple, but it seems so simple when you just speaking it out your mouth. Like, for somebody to understand and to basically grasp what you're trying to get across. And it sucks. It sucks when people really don't understand that. Nowadays, you don't get that a lot. Like, most people don't understand that. Because, like you said, go back to the whole Instagram social media thing. Everybody wants to have that platform. So, it's like managers is looking to basically either for you to already have that platform, or they only want you to create that, and they're not actually focused on what it is you're trying to convey.
And you, the artist, have to be able to make that platform enticing to some extent, though.
Right. You know what? I get that.
And that's what I don't understand. Like, artists, they can sing, they can rap, they can dance, but they steadily post still pictures of themselves doing that versus actually showing that personality. Right. And how are you having a connection, because you're making these great songs like on Wax, and then I never see this person to be able to be like, oh, this person is just like me. So right. Maybe I really, really, really want to listen to their music now, because I see she's crazy like me.
Right.
Right now, you're socially expressing like we saw Cardi B doing, and trending, just by being yourself.
Being yourself, right.
But when we look at your social media, it's like we've got this hysteria, like we don't see a whole lot of stuff about you. And we're not slugging you here at Inside the Beat. We're asking what goes on through the mindset, because we want to know, we want to understand.
And I get it. I totally get it. And that's awkward, because what the fuck? Like, honestly, in a nutshell, if you're an artist, a true artist, an artist is very moody. An artist is very emotional. An artist is very... Honestly, an artist either can be very standoffish or they could be very outspoken. And sometimes you have the artists who's standoffish, but they're very outspoken in their music.
But then how do you get the people to connect if you don't give them that bridge?
You're going to have to create the bridge. You have to create the bridge. Which is why I'm here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, well, we're welcoming you to Inside the Beat. It's been a pleasure having you here at the Hawk's Nest.
Oh, thank you so much.
You know, big shout out to Noah for letting
Yes.
us continue to record Inside the Beat here
Yes,
in
thanks,
Easton,
Noah.
Texas. Where can we follow you?
You can follow me on my Instagram at Tishany Official. You can follow me on my Facebook, Tishany/Tishany Sings. You can also follow me on SoundCloud under Tishany. My whole tag will pop up for you.
And Tishany is spelled how?
Tishany.